This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Kate, you said you'd organise a special guest. We've been talking about David Walliams, and now he's not here.
Well, he's not here because in true David Walliams style, we couldn't just get him into the studio and warm him up a bit and intro him like every other guest. He wants to make an entrance.
Oh, he wanted an entrance.
So bring in the guest, David Walliams. Welcome to the studio.
I've had the time of my life, and I've never felt before.
He sounds...
I know I've been through, and I owe it all to you. I have a present.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
I've signed my new book because I was very surprised you have children.
Yes, of course.
And three.
And a wife.
We've
A
done
wife?
it 3 times.
My goodness. So I've signed a book for them.
Thank you.
There's no charge.
David.
And,
What's
Kate,
that?
That would be
all
so
the
rude.
way-
That would be so rude for you to charge. And please don't make out as though that's a special gift. You're just publicising your
No, I'm
book.
not.
David.
It's actually, I got them from... And this, Kate, is for you. And
What's
shall I read
this?
what it says? Dearest darling Kate, I can never forget our time together. It was magical. I want you more than ever, Jim.
Oh, my
And
gosh.
he gave
Now-
me some chocolates to bring to you.
Are they chocolates?
Why are you
They're
doing
chocolates.
Cocoa Black as well. You've done all right
I
if you're
know.
buying the old...
This is extraordinary
I know,
because we
it's
were
nice,
left
isn't it?
But
complete.
that's not your name.
David, we were left completely confused by this
I've eaten some of them.
story.
Can
Well,
you have a look at this?
Has Jim nibbled on them?
Wow. Chocolates. The chocolates. Are these...
I
were
had
these
the
in
nice
your-
ones.
Were these in your hotel when you checked in? That is so rude.
They may have been, but still, they're not from me. They're from Jim.
I don't even know who you're talking about, but I'm glad to have you in here this morning.
David Walliams, it is so good to have you in this country. We've been speaking to you quite a bit over the last few months, but it's great to have you here, sir, and welcome to Sydney.
Well, you're not here though.
Well, Fitzy's interstate today.
Why is he there?
He had to go there to film something.
Yeah, he does some other...
Film?
he does other
You
tea.
shouldn't be on television. I don't think.
It is a court
You've
case
not
that
got
I
a
need
face
to
for
get
that.
through, David.
Yes.
He has to be isolated
How
at the
long
moment.
have we got you for?
As long as you want.
Wow, there's so much to talk about.
There is so much to go through. A lot to process.
Okay, yeah, we're going to unpack.
I'm feeling
nervous.
quite emotional already.
You feeling all right, Kate?
I
You're
feel
good?
absolutely fine.
Have
It's
a chocky.
pleasure to have you in here.
David Walliams sticking
Pleasure
around.
to have you in here. You said that last night.
Fitzy Whipper, Kate Ritchie.
Oh, I love that song.
And David Walliams, their special star guest,
Oh my
is here.
gosh. Co-hosting, taking over the show,
Yeah,
David Walliams.
We're going
I
to
think just
milk this for all it's
hosting.
worth.
Let's not just say co-hosting.
Sorry.
Hosting.
What have you hosted in the past? What have your highlights been?
Nothing successfully. I'm more of a funny guest than a host, I'd
Right,
say.
Okay. Have you performed at the Royal
Albert Hall.
Yeah,
I've
not at the
hosted-
Albert Hall, at the Queen's thing. At the
Yes. If you please, Kate, just let me finish. I was at the Royal Albert Hall, the Royal Albert Hall, hosting the Royal Variety performance in front of Her Majesty the Queen
Oh my gosh.
and the Duke of Edinburgh.
Any feedback from the Queen?
Well, you're not allowed to ask her a question, you see. So,
Aren't you?
so afterwards, she comes around and speaks to everyone, and she said, I think she said to One Direction, "Do you all always work together?" Yeah, they're One Direction. Then I came down on a wire at the start of the show, and then she said to Robbie Williams, "Well, you're the man on the wire." No,
Awesome.
no.
So you're
So
told...
pop culture is big.
Are you told in that instance on that night, or is that a known thing that you don't
It's
ask
the same with
question?
Kate. You can't ask questions and you can't make eye contact.
So who's Jim?
Well, you're just not. I suppose if you said, who was your favourite act, she'd have to give an opinion, and then of course you tell everybody when you're on a radio show in
sure.
Australia many years later, and then it would be like, oh, the Queen liked this person, that. But she was very nice.
Yeah,
But the
okay,
Duke of Edinburgh. Have you ever heard of a group called Diversity? They're a group, okay. It's about 20 of them, and they are a dance group that did very well on Britain's Got Talent. And there's like, they're black, they're white, there's like different ages and everything. And the Duke of Edinburgh met them and went, "Are you all one family?"
Isn't that amazing?
Well, there's only 20 of us.
I love those moments. We had a band called Shepherd in a while ago, and I didn't know too much about them, and I asked if anybody was getting it on within the band, then found out they were all brother and sister.
Well, they're Australian. I mean, it wouldn't make any difference, would it?
You've got to do your research.
Oh, goodness.
Got to do your research.
Actually, I wanted to ask you, David, with the people that you have met, and you being in Australia is just as big news as the Oasis reunion, but have you met the Gallagher brothers at all, Liam or Noel?
Yeah,
have you met them before?
I've met them both. Noel, I know quite well.
Right.
And he's quite funny, and I texted him after the Oasis reunion and said, oh, bollocks this. What we really wanted was a BDI reunion, and BDI was Liam Gallagher's not very long-standing sort of solo band.
What did he say?
Awesome.
He thought that was funny, and he said, now the world can heal. He said, people of Israel and Palestine can look at what we've done, and,
Anything's possible.
Yeah.
Will you get freebies to that, or have you bought your tickets? Because
so.
there was a chat yesterday around the fact that people are paying $12,000 or something for a ticket to see Oasis. But I'm guessing that wouldn't be you.
Okay, what happens if you're famous and rich and very successful is that luckily you don't have to pay for anything.
Life's a breeze.
Everything is for free. I know him, but
Yes.
how rude can I be on this programme?
As rude as
Very
you like,
rude.
yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
It's okay, yeah.
Okay, well, and I met Noel Gallagher's nice. He's fun to meet. He's a laugh.
Yeah.
Liam is a bit scary.
Right.
And I mean, it's going to be a bit rude.
It's okay, go
That's
for it.
okay. People have the option of turning off.
Okay, all right.
They won't.
So the first time I met him, he cornered me in a toilet. He went, "Hello, Mr. Sucky Dicky, Mr. Dicky Sucky, Mr. Sucky Dicky, Mr. Dicky Sucky." I was like, "What?" I was terrified. Anyway, the name has stuck, and it's what my and my mum calls me that now, so that's what I'm known as.
Come on, Mum.
You're listening to Mr. Sucky Dicky, Mr. Dicky Sucky on radio this morning.
Do you know what? It's different when you do it to if we did it.
Yeah, you can be as rude as you like.
Right, okay. Well, there we go.
Did you?
Were you giving off vibes, or why was he
I don't. He's mad as a hatter.
It's good to know
he's
your
actually mad
nickname.
as a hatter, but I think he likes unsettling you.
Yeah.
I think that's his thing. Whereas Noel is just a laugh.
So
and
where did
it's
the
fun.
conversation go from there?
Nowhere. I just hid in the
thank you.
toilet and waited for him to go because I don't think what else can you do?
How do you think the show? How do you think the concerts are going to go? I mean, is the
can
reunion?
I just say, I'm not here to promote Oasis, right? I mean, good for them. Great.
But I've got a
great.
book.
They were great about 20 years ago. Okay.
What's your favourite song, David?
I do actually. I did go and see them live when I was. I was going to say a child, but I wasn't a child. I was whatever in my 20s. So yeah, they were a great band. I mean, I only really liked the first two albums, to be honest with you.
Wow.
I
missed
mean,
it.
Yeah.
Well, I
Story,
mean,
definitely, maybe.
I loved all the, Don't Look Back in Anger and Wonderwall and all that sort of thing. But anyway, back to me.
Back to me.
Back
to you.
to
Actually,
me.
and we need to talk about Taylor Swift quickly. Did you go and see Taylor
No, I
at
didn't
Wembley?
go and see Taylor
Don't yell at
Swift.
me.
I'm
Why
not
not?
going to pretend to be a Swiftie. I'm not.
Would you not be interested in
Because
actually
I don't
seeing the
know.
show as a whole?
I just couldn't care less.
Oh.
It's not my thing. I like the Pet Shop Boys.
Of course.
Of course you do. You scream Pet Shop Boys.
Don't you? When you were dancing on the back
Here we
of the
go.
yacht.
Here we go. She started.
Okay.
Here we go.
You can finish it if you
Have
want.
a good laugh. Have a good laugh.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, about you tell us something about you then.
No, why don't you tell us something
Oh,
more
tell
about
us something
Kate?
about you then. Well, my name is David Walliams.
No.
Can I ask a question for the two of you?
Yeah.
Has there been any further conversation around the return of AGT?
No, she killed it off. Stone dead.
You're the reason it didn't come back.
That's what they said. No, they did. You not hear about the audience research?
What did they say?
Kate Ritchie. Ba-boom.
Apparently I was very popular.
Really?
Please don't.
Okay, who would you say, at the four of us, who would you say was the most popular judge and who was the least popular? Let's go.
Whoa. Well, I think you'd have to start with me.
As the what?
As the most popular.
Oh, that's interesting. The research was very different. But anyway, carry on.
And then I would go to Alicia Dixon.
Yeah, she's nice. Yeah.
And then definitely Shane Jacobson. Everyone
Was that his name? Was that his... I never got his name.
Shane.
It's because David would be wheeled on at the last moment.
So you never actually met him.
I wouldn't be.
And you'd swing on your chair like this and look at the audience.
Yes, well, it's good to engage with the audience.
Yeah, by swinging around on a chair.
No, I would love to do that show again. But the other thing is, and I don't know if I'm allowed to ask you about this, you did the one in the UK as well, and then
for
something
10 years.
And then something happened, and you're not there anymore.
And now I'm having to tour Australia. It's come to this. Can you believe it?
Can you stick around, David?
I mean, obviously I won't be going to Adelaide, but everywhere else.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
David Walliams in the studio.
And we're very, very happy to have David here. And tickets for an evening with David Walliams and also the David Walliams book show this weekend are on sale at tegdainty.com. What do you get more nervous with? Is it an audience with David Walliams at night, or is it the kids during the day? Because they get to ask you questions, David.
God.
Well, everyone gets to ask me questions if they want, in both shows. So, yes, basically... I've come here to Australia to do a show, an audience with David Walliams, which is me. It's a comedy show, me looking back at my life and career with lots of surprises along the way. And in that show, people in the audience can ask me absolutely anything they want. Right. But it's a show. It's a piece of entertainment.
Okay, so if we're there...
It's not like this, just making up any old shit. It's a proper show.
Is there anything you don't want to talk about at these shows?
No, I'll talk about anything you like.
Because we're going to be there on Friday night.
Okay.
How do you choose our questions? Do we go into a hat or something?
Everyone puts them on their... They do something on their phone or,
that's not your department.
How those things work, and they text them. But we will bring people up onto the stage to ask questions. So would one of you like to come onto the stage and ask a question?
Sense then.
Kate, Kate.
But then I have to start worrying about what to wear if you make me get up there.
It would be nice if you made the effort.
So that's that's in the evenings, and I got lots of messages from people. Well, can I bring my kids? Young kids. And you both have May's 13.
May's 10.
10. Okay, and your children are 42, 43,
the three of them.
58. 58 is the oldest one, different mother.
His children are not his.
They're in Thailand at the moment.
And so in the days when it's the weekend, so in Sydney this weekend, there's a 11 a.m, a 3 p.m, which is for the kids, and it's called the David Walliams Book Show. That's all about my books. It's a comedy show. It's shorter than the one for the grown-ups, and it means you can get the kids home in time for bed, but also the kids can ask any question.
Good to see you working hard.
How many books have you written? Because I have so many at home. I mean,
43. It's quantity over quality, but I have been hammering them out, as you say.
Smashing.
So I'm touring Australia. Tasmania, I know, is part of Australia, but it's a separate island. I know that now. And I'm also going to... Have you ever heard of a place called New Zealand?
Yes.
Vaguely.
I'm going to New Zealand, which I'm very excited about.
I love that.
Will you be doing any swimming, getting into the ocean?
Yes, I'm going to swim. I think that I'm going to go to one of the beaches here and actually have a swim.
You're a very well-accomplished swimmer.
Oh, what were you going to say, though? I thought you were going to say well-equipped.
As a swimmer, you brought your own rudder.
When you hit Bondi, won't we?
I have a question.
Yes.
Favourite Oasis song?
Favourite Oasis song? Well, let me just précis that with... I was recently at a Pet Shop Boys concert and Liam Gallagher was there, and I know Noel, and I said, I see you're getting the Big O back together moments after your divorce was finalised. I think that's definitely been a factor.
Wow.
I mean, you would, wouldn't you? You wouldn't, like, the day before you sign the papers, by the way, I'm going to go out and earn £100 million. You go, no no, love. No chance of getting the big old back together. Don't you worry, darling. That's never going to happen. Quickly, it was done. Liam, please. I've just had to give her 50 million quid. So, yes, that's enough about Oasis. My favourite Oasis song, I think Wonderwall is pretty spine-tingling, isn't it?
It is.
Tommy, can we go with Wonderwall or some
Takes
Pet
you
Shop
back.
Boys?
Okay, well, maybe we'll play Wonderwall, but I've got a little game for
What have you
David
got?
to play this morning. And basically, he does tend to give me a bit of a hard time and create...
Not literally.
Fingers crossed.
Save it for Friday night, you two.
Now I don't know what I'm saying. What was I
What
saying?
are you saying? You've got a quiz for me?
I've got a quiz for you because you make up headlines in your head about me. But there have been many
Do I?
headlines, yes, and bring them to the show. There have been many headlines about you written over the years, David, and we're going to play a little game where you can tell me whether they are true or not.
What, the real headlines or whether the stories are true?
David Walliams.
Which one?
Fake news. Fake news.
Whether it's fake news.
Oh, as in it's not
Can you
true.
not talk over that? Have you done radio before?
Well, no, I'm on television. I don't have to.
All right, here we go.
I know you used to be a long time ago now, wasn't it?
I was on the telly last year, wasn't I? I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, okay, we're gonna.
All right.
Okay, I've got some headlines for you. I just want to know whether they are true or not. Is it true that your mum gave Prince William advice to pass on to the Queen about what the comfiest shoe for an older lady is?
Correct, she did. We were
Hush puppies?
We were in the Royal Box at Wimbledon, tennis champ, me and my mum, and we were sat behind Wills and Kate. We had a nice long chat to them. And Her Majesty the Queen was alive at the time, and oh, it's funny, is it? Funny she's died. Have a good laugh. No, have a good laugh about it. Yeah.
That's the only
What's
thing he
funny
said
about that?
Well, she was
An
alive
old,
at the time.
beloved old lady died.
And you laugh at her.
And that's funny.
I'm so sorry about
know.
you.
Yes, yeah, I know.
So
He's
sorry.
He's not quite all there, is he?
We're glad he's
No.
away today.
And she was, because at the time she wasn't very well, and my mum was saying, he was saying she doesn't want to really wear flat shoes, and my mum was saying, oh, I've got some nice flat shoes. Anyway, it was just, it wasn't the most amazing story of all time,
No,
but
but it's
I
true.
think the thing to take away from it is we know the royals.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what I got from
and
it.
that's the whole thing. You're saying it's not the most interesting story of all time, but it opens with we were in the royal box sitting behind Catherine and Will.
Can I just point something out here,
Are you gonna
David
jump in
Williams?
after
Yeah, I am going
everyone?
to jump in. Kate Ritchie has a dream, and maybe you can help. She thinks Kate and Will would know who she is.
I don't think that. You think that.
And she would like to come to the UK and meet the royal family to see
Now-
if they know who she is
No,
from Summer Bay and Home and
Oh,
Away.
Home,
think that
Home and
sounds
Away
like
was
me?
We did discuss you actually quite at length with Wills and Kate.
Did you?
Yeah,
It came
and they
up, did
said
it?
they've got the whole box set of Home and Away. Wow. They've got like DVD, Blu-ray. They've got the Blu-ray.
Oh my gosh!
And as soon as they get to the end, they go right back to the beginning and watch it all again.
Because Harry also spoke when he was at in the army, I believe. He watched Home and Away in his downtime.
See, he's the
So
one
that was in
obsessed
the
with
book.
this. But I would like to come to Wimbledon next year and meet them.
If you could organise that, please. I don't like to ask.
You want to come in my royal box, do you?
I would. Would I?
I think you would.
How can I?
Yes, if that's possible.
I thought you were pre-op.
How many times can Kate go red in one interview?
Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on.
That's
We've
my
got.
career over.
Is it true that Lady Gaga wanted you to star in the music video for
What?
Alejandro?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Is it true that you've described yourself as Britain's Pete Davidson and you're interested in dating Kim Kardashian?
No, that's not true.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Don't shoot the messenger.
Okay.
Is it true that in 2015, after being crowned celebrity most likely to inspire the British public to get fit, you sent David Beckham a life-size cutout of yourself wearing only your underwear?
No, where do these things come
I
from?
don't know.
Are you sure that's not true?
You just kind of double down on the old Google, and they're popping up.
Have you have a relationship with the Beckhams? Do you know the Beckhams, David?
Yeah, more him. Yeah. But yeah, he's really nice, a lot of fun, and I mean, I've bumped into them. Me and my ex-wife when we were married. Yeah. It's best to have dinner with your ex while you're married at the time. Of course. And we did have dinner with David and Victoria a few times, and they're fun. Yeah, he's really nice, and he was very kind to my son as well. He was a big fan. Yeah, he's a nice guy. It's kind of what you see is what you get.
You were about to tee off on him, but then you held back. Then you did very well, David.
He's nice. He's fun, and I was a big Spice Girls fan, so I was excited.
Who was
to meet
your favourite Spice Girl?
That's hard.
Is it Ginger?
Probably Jerry. Yeah. I love the "Say You'll Be There" video. They all look amazing in that. As their
Say
second
You'll
set.
Be There.
Yeah, Say You'll Be There.
All
But
right.
let's not hear it.
Okay.
So there was no cardboard cutout of you?
No,
and your
no
own-
cardboard cutout.
Cardboard cutout.
Do you follow it? Oh, don't sigh like that. Do you follow a football team?
I follow footballers around sometimes, but not the actual team. Follow David Beckham around. No, I've never followed a team.
Haven't you?
No,
That's
because
interesting for a Brit.
I'm not that sort of man.
What kind of man are you?
Sort of man who likes the Pet Shop Boys.
I'll
All right.
decide on the day.
Last one. Is it true that you went on a handful... Oh,
What?
I didn't know this. Is it true that you went on a handful of spicy dates with Natalie Imbruglia and even talked about holidaying in Sydney together?
Oh my God.
Well, no, she's very much friend-zoned me.
Oh,
you know
no.
when that happens? That you have a huge crush on someone and you sort of imagine like being married and what your kids look like and all that sort of thing. and you're just completely friend-zoned.
How did you get friend zoned?
Well, look at me.
But you should have.
I think it's called an AVO.
Let's be honest, you can do a lot better.
Shouldn't you have moved in quicker?
I'm sort of I think I'm seen as the sort of gay best friend is how I'm seen by a lot of people.
That's okay.
Is it?
I mean, there's a place for everyone, isn't
Thank
there?
you.
Did you
That's
go on a
very
couple
kind.
of dates?
No, we didn't go on any dates. We just became very good friends and we
Right.
hung out together.
She's great. We love
But,
her.
you know, it's hard not to kind of fall for her like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
Because she's amazing. So,
Yeah.
there you go.
Well done.
It's a beautiful love story.
No, we're just friends.
Thanks for playing that game, David.
Got it. What a great game. That
Is
filled a couple of minutes. Jeez.
Well, I wanted you to stop talking
Well-
about Oasis.
Well, Tom's now saying there's another game you have to play.
Oh,
The
jeez.
board says David is sticking around to play I'm Still Standing after the news.
Well, I'd
You're right,
rather
you-
not.
I'm still standing. We're on. Yeah. All right. It's time for
60-second starts.
Kate Ritchie's I'm Still Standing.
Now.
Discover your next Kia at Sydney City Kia, O'Riordan Street, Alexandria.
David, you're in the running for a Kia Sportage SX Hybrid brand new car thanks to Sydney City Kia. Congratulations, David Walliams.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and you could win $100 if you...
Wow. Wow. So generous, this show, isn't
Could
it?
be all yours today, mate.
100. Wow.
Yeah.
Life-changing.
Jeez.
Won't spend it all at once.
What
well,
would
I'd
you do?
I'd pay off the mortgage. I'd obviously help my family and friends. I'd put some away for a rainy day, you know, because I think that sort of amount you really need to be sensible with,
Well,
you know.
fingers crossed, mate.
Yeah.
Good luck.
So, David, you're our guest. You're going first. Now, this only goes for 60 seconds. You're going to start. If you get one wrong, power goes over to Kate. Whoever has the power at the end of 60 seconds wins the $100.
Okay, so, David, you're playing on behalf of Kelly from Richmond, okay? You there, Kel?
Yeah, hello, how you going?
All right, Kelly's been a big fan of yours for years, David.
Really? Where are
Yes,
you?
I
You're-
love you.
Oh, well, would you like to come and see my show as my guest,
Oh,
Kelly?
that would be awesome.
Lovely. They're $200 for the tickets. You won't be able to afford to come, even if I win the $100. No, I'd very much like you to come as my guest, because in all likelihood, I'm going to let you down terribly today. So
no, you're not.
come and see me on Friday or Saturday if you want.
So
I'll sort out the tickets.
You've already had a win there, Kel. All right, here we go.
Thank you.
60 seconds. Mr. Walliams.
Good luck, David.
David Walliams kicking it off. Your 60-second starts now. What tennis event is taking place right now?
The US Open.
That is correct. David Furnish is the husband of which music icon?
Sir Elton John.
What colour are the London double-decker buses? Oh, that's
Red.
Yep. What do fish use to breathe?
Gills.
Who played Ross Geller in Friends?
David Schwimmer.
That is correct. Gangster Granny and Billionaire Boy are books by who?
Well, this is rigged.
David Walliams.
I'll give you a tough one. Who is the oldest Hemsworth brother? Luke, Liam or Chris?
Chris.
Incorrect. It's Luke. Kate, where on the body is the patella?
The knee.
Yes. What is the highest grossing film of all time?
Titanic.
Nah, it's Avatar. Back to David. What do you put in a toaster, David?
Well, it's unwise, I'd say, but toast.
No, you don't. You put
it's bread. Kate, what Aussie state grows
hang on. You might put toast back if it's not properly toasted.
Protest. David has submitted a protest.
The toast goes back in the toaster when it's not properly toasted.
Tom, we look to you for
That's
this.
what I put in it.
Has
Okay,
he been...
and can I say, Kelly, I'd much rather she won the $100 than Kate Ritchie, who's worth billions. The home and away money she's squirreled away.
Kelly,
I mean,
it's
just
all
the
yours
repeats
now.
on that. Just the repeats.
Thank you,
Kelly.
Dave.
Kelly, you've won $100.
And unfortunately, you have to go as David's guest to his show over
No,
the
you
weekend.
don't have to go. You can come if you want, you know.
Yeah, you're
I'd
heading,
love to.
and you're in the running for the brand new car, Kelly. Good on you.
Thank you so much.
For everyone else, if you would love to go and see David Walliams, it's an evening with David Walliams. And also for the kids, the David Walliams book show, go to tegdainty.com. Also, you've got it just quickly, David, you got a brand new book out as well, which is exciting.
I have, and I brought some in
Yes.
for you guys here in the
Thank
studio.
you.
Could be bothered to come to in Sydney to see me. And it's called Super Sleuth.
It's a murder
And
mystery.
It's a murder mystery, and the thing is, because I was going to be here, well, I am here now. I said, let's bring out the book first in Australia. So this book isn't out in the UK for another 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
But because I'm doing the book shows and the adult shows, and I'm going to be here, so it's out here, first place in the world, and
I
it
love
comes
that.
out tomorrow.
Oh,
That
that's
is
exciting.
we think
May
you've
will
got
be very
You've got a
excited.
huge future in the industry.
Thank you very
Just,
much. I wish I could say the same.
Do you mean that as a whole, us as a whole, or just
No,
them?
I think you're all wonderful. I've had such a lovely time.
Do you want to say a quick thank you again for the chocolates?
No.
Nope.
But thank you for bringing me a second-hand gift from your hotel room, David. You're so generous.
Thanks, David. Good
The
to see you,
flowers
David.
have died, much like my career. Thank you for having me, guys.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.